the correct decision.
Thank you. Mr. Prime Minister, a quick comment?
Well, I'm very, very pleased that justice has been served. I knew all along that my former Attorney General, Dr. Merchant, really had been pushed through very difficult circumstances. It's really a pity that the opposition at that time used, in my opinion, which was a very unjust situation, to condemn my former Attorney General, calling for his resignation, basically humiliating him. And I really think that he deserves an apology, not only from the People's Action Movement leader, Mr. Grant, but also from Mr. Mark Brantley, the leader of the opposition. I think that the Attorney General former has been vindicated. It's really a pity that we had to go through these very many agonizing months for him to be vindicated in this way. It's only really testimony to the confidence of the people of St. Kitts and Nevis why eventually we were re-elected on the 25th day of January this year after all that had been transpired in this court here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Well, I share the Prime Minister's view. Having listened to the judgment, 2 or 3 things came clearly to mind. One, but that there was no factual basis for the allegation of contempt. Secondly, the judges seem to be very clear in their minds as well that the injunction which formed the basis for all of this mayhem was extraordinarily vague, did not apply to the Parliament, and did not go beyond the submission of the report to His Excellency the Government. If that is true, this is a very significant ruling, and we have to look closely at the language of the judgment, because I think that is what the court said. And when I read it again, I'll be able to be more definitive. But I wanted to repeat something the Honourable Prime Minister said, that Mr. Lindsey Grant, the People's Action Movement, Mr. Mark Brantley of the CCM, and all of those who called, how should I put it, as part of a political lynch mob for the immediate resignation of Mr. Merchant, need to hang their head in shame, retract their demands for an apology for his resignation, and immediately apologize publicly, not only to Mr. Merchant, but for misleading the people of St. Vincent and St. Kitts and Nevis about what actually transpired. And I think more importantly, the complete vindication was that the judges were very, very clear that there was no basis at all for the suggestion that there was a basis for contempt. But I think all of us, the Prime Minister, the Attorney General, all of us will be looking at the implication of the judgment insofar as whether or not it went beyond the submission of the report to His Excellency the Government. Bear this in mind, the actual submission or the laying of the report in the Parliament came afterwards, and the clear impression I got from the judgment that the order of the court did not apply to the proceedings of the Parliament, and there were people even today seeking to publish absolute nonsense and hogwash on the internet about the government violating the law. If I am correct in my understanding of the judgment, there is and was no basis for the suggestion that the Prime Minister violated any order of the court in laying the boundaries, report of the boundaries to the Parliament. So we'll be looking at this. I'll be discussing it again with the Honourable Prime Minister and the Attorney General. And if that is our understanding of the judgment, we will make another public statement very soon.
What is it?